Hey, this is Ani here, and I want to create a video for you on how to create a marketing strategy using your competitors. I think one of the biggest mistakes that I have made as an entrepreneur, and I've seen other people also make, is you launch a product or service, and then you're like, okay, I want to market this product out. How do I go about it? And the first thing we do is, you know what, we're gonna pick a few conventional channels. We're gonna pick, let's say, Facebook. We're gonna do AdWords, and we're gonna create, let's say, blog posts. And I think sometimes what happens is over a period of time, you feel like you're not getting results. And my theory around marketing today is, why reinvent the wheel when we can reverse engineer a lot of the stuff that's actually being done by our competitors? So the principle of this video is, if you did a better job than your competitors, you in some sense could attract their customers. Okay, we don't recreate the wheel, we just reverse engineer everything. And the idea is, once you've identified a few marketing strategies and a few marketing channels, we say, okay, how do we dominate these channels? Okay, so the objective is to kind of come up with those channels and strategies, and that's something that I will cover in this video using our competitors. So let's say hypothetically this is Growth Spartan, which is obviously the video is sitting on this brand, but let's say I'm going to start a digital marketing agency. Okay, I may not, I'm not sure yet, but right now we're creating a lot of content. And let's say with this digital marketing agency, I'm trying to come up with a marketing strategy. So how do I go about it, right? So the first thing I do is download these tools. I think a lot of these tools are available for free. Some of them are actually available by paid subscription, but there are always ways around this. But the reason why you want these tools is it makes your life a lot easier. It gives you a lot of information upfront. Okay, so let's say SEMrush looks something like this. SEMrush gives you data about your users, let's say about how a domain is performing, what kind of ads they're running. So this is SEMrush. You have something called Keyword Everywhere. Okay, so the second tool that I want you to download is Keyword Everywhere, where it's like this Chrome plugin here. Okay, so it looks here, but the results that you end up, it basically gives you the volume of search for a certain keyword for the month. Again, it's very real, like it's very like updated data. So when I say online marketing tools, this data and this data on the right is given by Keyword Everywhere. So that's something that I would definitely recommend downloading, because you essentially want to go after keywords. You want to go after content that people are searching for, rather than, hey, what if the search is really low? Why should we even like create content around that? Right? So the second tool is Keyword Everywhere. The third one is BuzzSumo. This is a paid tool, but the beauty of this tool is it tells you which is the most trending content for each of your competitors. How often are they creating content? What are the metrics associated with that content? So, sure, if you're someone who's like, okay, low on money, I don't have that kind of money, I would recommend start the 7-day free trial and really exhaust this tool in terms of an analysis standpoint. Okay. The fourth tool is SimilarWeb. I think this is one of the best tools out there to give you like a guesstimation of the kind of information you can get. SimilarWeb looks like this. It's a Chrome plugin, and let's say there's a company called ClientBoost.com. I click on this Chrome plugin here, SimilarWeb, and it shows me what is the traffic. 208,000 visits a month. Time on site is 1 minute and 37 seconds. So it's huge, right? With bounce rate 67%. But the cool part of this is the sources. So to give you a little context, ClientBoost is a marketing agency that is based out of the US, and they get 48.5% of their traffic through search. Right? So that means if I looked at a few of our competitors like that and say a lot of the traffic is coming through search and only like 3 to 5% of the traffic is coming through social, should I be investing all my time in social? Right? So that's the analysis, and within social it also tells you, hey, 6 to 6% of the traffic comes through Facebook, 12% comes through Twitter. So this is just traffic, it's not necessarily conversion, but it gives you a good estimate. Fine. And then finally, you have a tool called SpyFu, which I think, again, I use as guesstimation. So it kind of tells you the amount of money that is being spent on AdWords if you're running it, right? And the other organic keywords data, monthly SEO clicks data, things like that. So one of the first things that I would recommend is, if I was Growth Spartan and I was trying to set up a digital marketing agency, I come up with a list of all the keywords that are associated with my industry that I want to rank for, right? Digital marketing agency, growth hacking, digital marketing tools. Come up with, let's say, 25 variations. And I would recommend you do that related to your business and related to your products. Second is you type these keywords in Google and see what results show up, okay? So let's say for this scenario, I take digital marketing agency, okay? I put that in Google and let's see the results. I think if keyword everywhere says 49,500 searches a month, which is massive. This is in google.co.in, okay? So this is specifically in India, okay? And start seeing the results. So we have an AdWords, okay? Social Beat, AdLumino is running an AdWords here, HiPurple, Digi Leader, my bad. So we have AdWords as a channel, so you could potentially rank for, but the CPC is $10.32. That means people are willing to spend approximately $10 per click. So you need to start thinking, how much am I willing to spend? Do I have that kind of money to run AdWords? Okay. So the first thing is AdWords could be an interesting channel for us. Second is, I would call this Google Business Listing. So that means you have to create a website and you have to create a listing. And if you create a listing with a location and you drove a lot of reviews, can you rank for this? Okay. So there are two things. AdWords, and the second one is Google Business Listings. Then there's a website, website, Quora, right? It says what are the best digital marketing agencies in Bangalore. Since I'm currently in Bangalore, that's something that you can look at. And once you have that in place, right, you can be like, the third channel that I could potentially use is Quora. What if I ranked number 1 for this question, right? And then a lot of these are homepages. So for you, if you're just starting off, for you to rank as a homepage is really difficult. I can go into the nitty-gritties if you wanted, but there's another toolbar that you can download called Ahrefs, and it'll tell you the domain score and the page authority of each of these results that have shown up. Okay, so page authority is 10, domain authority is 40, number of backlinks is BL is 13, referring domain is 11. So this gives you a good estimation of, like, if you're just starting a page authority is 0, right? And 30 is mediocre, 100 is super hard for you to beat. So can you beat those specific competitors of yours? Okay. So that's how I use keywords, and I type these keywords and see what shows up. For us, it showed AdWords showed up, Google Business Listings showed up, and then we had Quora. Second, what I want to do is I want to write down a lot of my competitor names. Okay, so I'm going to write down iProspect, SocialBeat, AdLumino in India, and then I have all these other results for global. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, for this specific example, I'm only going to take one. Okay, so I take Client Boost, I put them here. They're running one display ad. So maybe I say, okay, Client Boost runs display ads, right? They're not running any paid search, which is interesting. But I can get that information also from other tools. But the best way to do this is, you want to put Client Boost here in Google search and see the kind of results that show up. And then from there, reverse engineer and be like, can I do something similar? Because they're already ranking for their homepage around this. Okay. You could try that for different keywords, but let's say Client Boost, they have their homepage. They have Twitter, LinkedIn, Teachable. So that means they have a course. Interesting. So what I would do is, you have all these results. I'm just going to, there's a summary at the bottom. But the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to write Client Boost does display ads, very little. Okay. They have Teachable, right? They have LinkedIn, Twitter, and I want you to basically look at all these results maybe in the first 10 pages of Google, right? Teachable.com, Facebook, Dribbble, interesting. So I have Facebook, Dribbble. So that means I can, in some sense, start creating profiles on each of these pages, right? Dribbble, I have something called zoominfo.com. Okay, I have SlideShare, interesting. Growthhackers.com. Okay, so I'm going to write SlideShare. Then I'm going to write growthhackers.com. Okay, so if you did that, my theory here again is if I looked at 5 of my competitors and I could create a pattern across all the information that they provided and where all they show up on Google, I can create a pattern saying I need to do something similar. Okay, so I do that with my 3 of my competitors. Let's say ClientBoost, SingleGrain.com, and WebProfits.agency. And then I came up with a list of, okay, I need to do personal blogging. I need to do guest blogging, Quora, SlideShare, multiple directories that I can list myself in, social, and SEO. Right? So that's huge. So I came up with 7 strategies straight off the bat without even having to think too much. And if you want to take this one step further, what I would recommend is here. This is what you can do. So you can come to clientboost.com, literally put all of this data down. Founded in 2013, 200,000 visits a month, marketing channels to get customers. I got all this information from these different methods that I just did. 3 articles a month. What kind of content are they distributing within SlideShare, within Quora? What kind of content are they guest blogging on? Okay, so you could go to that extent. Great. So to wrap this up, a quick summary: don't reinvent the wheel. Reverse engineer what your competitors are doing by looking at a lot of these tools, and then from there, create your marketing strategy to scale your business.